Round 2 of our Eliminator Challenge. Fighting out of the red corner, cool as Kim Olsen.
Here comes the man they call Cool As. Built for Muay Thai is Kim Olsen, Sam Brecker.
Mate, you don't call him Cool As for no reason. You watch him in action tonight and you'll understand why.
He is a slick technician, and I'm really looking forward to this because coming to the ring in a moment is his opponent, a man of very similar stature who's got just as big a raps on him. This is going to be a huge fight.
This is going to be a huge one. You know what? I'm going to let him sort it out tonight, I think.
Suits me.
Traynor.
He's had a war with Bradford, who'll go down as one of the greats. Is he ready to take the mantle of a man who has owned this division?
Well, he's fought the best of the best, and he's still fighting the best of the best. So all credit to him.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bout number 5 of the evening, round 2 of the Nexus Eliminator. This fight is brought to you by 3 Little Birds. 3 by 3-minute rounds, full tie rules, light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Don Miller out of the Supafight gym, wearing black Red Bull tie shorts, with an official weight 78.9 kilograms. He is the WMC Intercontinental Champion. An impressive fight record, 63 fights, 50 wins, 2 draws, 20 ending by knockout. Representing St Kilda, Cool as Kim Olsen. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Ozan Smith out of the Corporate Box gym, wearing black shorts with white and green. An official weight 79.2 kilograms. A fight record 40 fights, 25 wins and 1 draw. Representing Queensland, ladies and gentlemen, Traynor.
With those sorts of reach, I remember seeing Traynor front kick Bradford and just open his nose in CMT after Bradford had dominated the early exchanges. So really looking forward to this one, Sam. I don't know if it's coming through in my voice, but
it's just a touch of what they can do.
For so long, Kim Olsen dominated out of Western Australia, and you were very lucky if you got to see him living in the eastern states. Now based out of Supafight gym, we do get to see him every now and then, and already you can see that leverage from the long Olsen going to work on Traynor's forearms.
Nice switch kick there by Olsen, trying to attack Brad Traynor's ribs.
First 30 seconds already you can see the step up in class, can't you, Sam?
You can. Look, Olsen definitely got probably the more experience here, and he's bringing it to the table. He's showing it here tonight. I'm taking nothing away from Brad because this is just early time at the moment.
People talk about stoppages that Olsen suffered, but it's against people like Rob Cowdrell, who would dead set kill a mule at the moment. Yeah. So Olsen has beaten, as I said, some of the best. Traynor is just focused. He's turned over a new leaf recently. He's got a great team behind him. You know, Ozan Smith and the team Corporate Box, Mark Edmondson, his mind coach. He's looking in very good condition.
Beautiful tile style by both guys here tonight. And this is the chess game I was talking about. It's not about how fast they go, it's about precision. It's about perfect techniques.
Beautiful knee there from Olsen when he couldn't close the distance. He just needed the lead thigh of Traynor. And of course that experience coming not only from Don Miller, but Darren Reese, Kaylee Reese, some of the best grapplers in Australia.
Bit of respect there, a bit of a slip there by Olsen. Rings a bit slippery in centre ring.
Traynor needs to get into first gear, and he so often does it off that lead leg. It's just bouncing up and down, waiting for a target, but the guard of the experienced Olsen is pretty solid at this stage.
Interesting how Traynor's turned this fight around slightly. He's taken the fight up to Olsen. He's putting Olsen on the back move, which is quite interesting.
Kim Olsen not looking to get involved in a clinch with Traynor either, which is interesting given his experience and his ranging knees. Traynor will work off that lead leg, the push kick, and he's got some good straight hands as well. Oh, just early.
Nice body shot and right low leg kick. There's a body kick there by Olsen. Finds his mark.
Experience there, swayed out of the way of a crossing 45 elbow and just smashed that the body.
Interesting, Olsen, well, both guys, Traynor and Olsen, aren't just throwing anything. They're throwing precise techniques. They're finding an opening, if not creating one.
There's no wastage, and it could be because one of these men has to fight again in a moment. Also because you know if you're across the ring from either of these two men, one mistake is all it takes. Beautiful high kick from Olsen. Equally good was the guard from Traynor. Takes a moment to adjust himself and then gets back on task, firing that jab and that push kick. Just a slip.
Yeah, it's more of a catch slip. Referee Chris Anderson called it well.
The lead leg of Olsen starting to mark up ever so slightly. Well, I said before the fight, Sam Greco, that this would have been a fitting final. Like, we're starting to see the quality of these two fighters.
Definitely say being caught. He's caught a couple of times by Olsen tonight with body shots. If he can capitalise on those, Olsen can capitalise those body shots. Finish off the leg kick either high or low, we'll be able to capitalise.
There you go. That's the words of the multiple world champion Sam Greco, ringside here for our Nexus Fight Series. I'm Bex Tui. In centre ring, Brad Traynor and Kim Olsen. A beautiful high round kick evaded by Traynor. This is semi-final number 2 of our light heavyweight eliminator. $5 grand on the line. The winner of this goes through to face David Pennenpete, who was strong against Loretta Gilbert.
Yeah, it's right to say that this fight's actually a very technical fight, right, Luke?
Yeah, 100% very technical, because the shots are very deliberate. Everyone is calculated here. There is no waste of energy, as you said. But the thing is, don't mistake the fact that it's calculated, that it's not hard. Those body kicks are slapping. Those elbows are cracking. These are huge bombs being delivered.
Definitely heard some rumours pre coming to Olsen over the last week about this fight here, and people said that, you know, Olsen would have walked over Traynor. I tell you what, there's none of that tonight. Let me tell you.
No, Brad Traynor,
in fine form.
When he turns up and has that mindset to dominate, he can beat just about anyone in Australia. Beat Loretta Gilbert, who lost a points decision in round 1 to David Pennenpete in this very stadium only a few months ago. Olsen just seems to need to find his range, I think.
Does, yeah, it seems slightly uncomfortable, obviously because of the pressure the trainer's been putting on. He's just got to find his mark. I mean, both fighters.
The body kick from Olsen has been a real winner of anything, but he seems to fire it as a solo effort. Is that what you were saying earlier? You just want to see him back that up with a few other shots?
You can't go single shots in here. It's okay to go once or twice, but once you throw a single shot, there has to be 1 or 2 behind it.
Almost as if he heard the legend. 2 knees fired off by Olsen. Traynor turns him around, getting very busy, looking fit, both men. Kim Cool-As Olsen, Brad Traynor. Semi-final number 2, as predicted, a bit of a barn burner. We're only halfway through the fight, and it's a technical sensation.
Definitely is a technical sensation. Brad Traynor trying to find that mark at the moment with his hands. Olsen trying to find it with his legs. Short elbow there by Olsen, not finding his mark. Quite dangerous in close. Both fighters are very, very dangerous in close.
Brad Traynor just shrugged it off and gave a little bit of a smirk to Olsen, as if, thank God I evaded that one. I'd like to see Olsen throw straight hands a bit more to Traynor on the way in.
Olsen's got some beautiful hands. I've seen him fight in the past. Oh, he's put the pressure on there.
Beautiful defensive use of the push kick there from Traynor off the left leg.
Traynor used the ropes very, very well then. There's that body kick we were talking about from Olsen. Trainor's body.
At what point does Brad Traynor have to stop allowing that to just land?
Do you know what? I'd like to say he shouldn't allow it to be kicked, but hey, if they're not hurting him.
Full tie rules. Ringside, Bex Tui and Sam Greco, and it has been even as a concrete slab.
Interesting to see Brad Trainor's corner then. Aritron Smith calling out to Brad Traynor, say, Brad, you've got to throw the 1-2-3 combinations, finish off with a low kick. He's still calling it now as I look over to his corner. So that's exactly the instructions given to Brad Traynor. Just wondering whether he follows through.
He started busy as Traynor, but he's been busy all night, looks very fit. It would be a shame, even at this stage, for one of these men to have to miss out on the final and the $5,000.
Well, unfortunately, one of them is going to miss out, and we don't know who, but whoever it may be.
Experience from Olsen just came out of the clinch a little quicker. Starting to throw those knees that he's been renowned for, as the two get some cuddling on, and Olsen ends up mounting a sponsor's billboard. They need a DVD of The Notebook and some popcorn, and that would have been perfect. Rightio, Brad Traynor, Kim Olsen. There's a minute and a half or so. Who wants it most? Olsen again chops the body. Traynor pushes forward, but he needs that volume you spoke of earlier.
Traynor's showing some desperation with those short elbows. He seems to be bringing the fight more to Olsen than what Olsen's doing to him. It's who wants it more now. There's not much time to go.
I can't call this one, and I call fights for a living, Sam. This has been so close, so fantastic. There can't be long to go now.
1.5 minutes to go in this third and final round.
Thank God one of us wore a watch. The winner of this to go through and face David Pettenpede.
Beautiful.
Traynor senses a little bit of a slip from Olsen. Again off that teep of Traynor that is just, if you could have a weapon, you'd almost ask for a push kick.
He does. He's used it very, very well. Closing the gap very well there, Brad Traynor. Olsen trying to block off those knees.
Works defensively well, does Olsen, and turns Traynor, turning defence into attack. Again, showing all of his 60 fights experience.
Great to see Chris Anderson cleaning this fight up by separating the boys when it gets messy.
You kickboxers, it's called a grapple. He'll break them again. Well, one of the most experienced referees in the game. Move them to the centre, and Traynor wants to get it on early. 40 seconds to go. You think this was the final, but it's not. It's just the semi. Two of the best light heavyweights in the country. The old champion, Olsen, fires to the body again. Traynor has been willing all night. Sam, what can you do with 30 seconds left?
30 seconds to do, you throw the fists, kicks, punches, kitchen sinks, cars, you throw everything at them. That's exactly what these guys are doing. This has actually been a remarkable fight.
It's not about the $5 grand, it's about the pride, this one, you can
It's
just
about
tell
pride
it.
and glory here tonight. Don't kid yourself.
They want it, these two. There's a strap, there's a belt that's worth more than the money. Traynor and Olsen tie up after a titanic struggle.
There it is.
That has absolutely lived up to the pre-game hype. Sam Greco, what did you think?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we've gone to the judges' scorecards. We have a unanimous point decision. Your winner and moving through to the final of the Nexus $5,000. Red corner, cool as Kim!
That was very, very close. Very interesting decision. Honestly, I can't even comment on that decision because I absolutely loved it. I thought both guys gave it everything.
Let me be honest. Fabulous fight. Very close. I had to pick. I was picking Traynor, but on the same token, I'm not outraged that Tim Olsen is in the final. He earned his place in the final. He was better in the grapple, more technical, knee for days, and in Muay Thai that's